What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We're back with my guy Ryan Shirley. This time we're checking out France. We got France in the building. Top 10 places to visit in France. Hey, definitely a fan of the French population, because hey, in Texas we have one of the best basketball Frenchmen, my guy Tony Parker, a legend for the San Antonio Spurs. We finna check this out, because France is definitely a place that I want to check out, that I want to visit. So y'all hit that subscribe button, send out more recommendations. Let's learn a little bit about France.
What's up, guys? My name is Ryan, and I want to show you some of my favorite places in the enchanting country of France.
Gosh.
So here's my French top 10. France is known all around the world for its
Eiffel
endless
Tower.
history and jaw-dropping scenery. From the towering French Alps to the Mediterranean coast of the French Riviera,
Man.
France has so much to
French
offer.
Riviera.
Let's start this video off at the picturesque city of Anzi. Now, Anzi is located at the foot of the Alps. It's
That's
famous
close
for
to
its
Switzerland.
medieval old town, and it's been nicknamed the Venice of the Alps thanks to its canals. Now, the
Dang.
city is just absolutely magical, but what I love about the region is Lake Anzi. It's known as one of the cleanest lakes in
That
all
looks
of Europe,
nice.
and I just love the surrounding mountains. I mean, I just can't think of a better place to enjoy on a hot summer day. Now, one of the crowning features of the area is the Chateau de Menthon Saint Bernard. The castle began
that was
construction
hard.
back in the 13th century, and it's just hard to beat the view of this medieval castle. After Anzi, we're going to head over to the nearby French Alps. Now, this is definitely my favorite region in all of
snap.
France. It's home to the incredibly massive Mont Blanc, which is the highest mountain in all the Alps at 15,774 feet. If you want to get a close-up view to Mont Blanc without the hiking, you can visit the Aiguille du Midi. Now, special thanks to my friend Guillaume Rougelot for helping me out with footage. I'll link his
that
channel
looks
in the
nice.
description below. Now, the Aiguille du Midi was constructed back in 1950.
Dang, I like how these buildings, they be like on mountains. Like, it makes you wonder how they
In the description
did
below.
that. That is
Now, the
crazy.
Aiguille du Midi was constructed back in 1955, and when you see it, you just can't fathom how they were able to build this on top of a
Wow.
mountaintop. Now, to get there, you can take a 20-minute cable car ride, which holds the world record for the highest vertical ascent by a cable car with an elevation gain of 9,000 feet. Now, when you reach the top, you'll be able to
Hey, my stomach would be going crazy, because that is high. I'm afraid of heights. I ain't afraid to say it. I'm afraid of heights.
cable
y'all.
car with an elevation
do
gain
roller
of
coasters,
9,000 feet. Now, when you reach the top, you'll be able to witness one of the best 360 views in all the Alps. Now, if you're into hiking, you'll have to experience the Tour du Mont Blanc. It's a roughly 170-kilometer trek that loops around Mont Blanc. You'll not only hike in France, but you'll also go through Italy and Switzerland. If you hike at a decent pace, you can expect to complete the loop
Dang.
in about 10 days. If I can travel to France this
10
summer, I
days,
definitely
that's
want to
crazy.
attempt the Tour de Mont Blanc. I mean, literally just looks like pure paradise out there. After the
Nice.
Alps, we're going to head over to the Alsace region, now located in eastern France, bordering Germany and Switzerland.
Ooh.
The Alsace region is famous for its fairy tale cities, wine country, and rich history. Over the centuries, the region has alternated between French and German control, and today it represents a mix of those cultures. The capital of Alsace is Strasbourg. It's home to the formal seat of the European Parliament. Another enchanting city in the region is Colmar. Colmar looks like something
Colmar.
straight out of a Disney movie. The city's old town is lined with
really
timber
do.
medieval buildings. I love the canal that runs throughout the city. It just adds to the magic of the place. If you want to ski
Hey, that kind of looked like some videos that I've seen in the Netherlands, how their canals are running with the buildings and
I love the
stuff.
canal that runs
Wow.
throughout the city. It just adds to the magic of the place. If you want to escape the cities, you can experience the Alsace wine route. It's a 170-kilometer long route that passes through some of
Dang.
France's greatest wine country and picturesque towns. One of my favorites is the quaint village of Riquivier. It's believed to be the village that inspired the town from Beauty and the Beast. Even if you don't drink
What?
wine like me, it's impossible to not fall in love with this region of France.
I like it, I
After,
like
we're
it.
going to France's
Uh-oh,
capital
that's-
of Paris. Now, since the 17th
Definitely the
century,
main
Paris has been Europe's major center of finance, diplomacy, fashion, and the arts. Paris is one of the world's most visited cities, and with all its attractions and fascinating history, it's easy to see why. Paris's most recognizable attraction is the Eiffel Tower. It was built in 1889 for the World Fair. The Eiffel Tower is 324 meter high, which made it the tallest man-made structure in the world till 1930. You can take an Uber up there to get an incredible 360 panoramic view of all of Paris. Another popular attraction is the Louvre Museum. It's the world's largest art museum, and it's home to Da Vinci's Mona Lisa. You can also take a drive around the Arc de Triomphe or walk the grounds of the Palace of Versailles. And there's just so much to see in this grand city.
Man, definitely that's one of my goals. I gotta go visit the Eiffel Tower for sure. I don't know if I'm gonna go up that high, but I definitely need to see it.
Or walk the grounds of the Palace of Versailles. And there's just so much to see in this grand city. If you want a road trip outside the capital, you can head to France's northern coast, visit the coastal town of Petrit, located about 3 hours outside of Paris. Petrit is famous for its white cliffs and rock formations. One of the most well-known is the Falaise d'Aval Arch. It has such a unique shape. I guess you could say they are the French cousins of old hairy rocks. While we're still on the coast, we're going to visit the magical island of Mont Saint-Michel. Now located 1 kilometer off the coast of France, Mont Saint-Michel is one of the most magical.
That's definitely like a fairy tale type right
Now located
here.
1 kilometer off the coast of France, Mont Saint-Michel is one of the most magical destinations in all of Europe. The island is full of small shops and homes, with a monastery perched on the top of the island's highest point. The construction of the monastery began in the 10th century and was finished in 1523 due to its strategic position and danger.
Man, that's one thing I like about just different places over. They be having stuff that's been here, man, for decades, for centuries. I'm sure Jesus probably seen some of this.
And was finished in 1523 due to its strategic position and dangerous changing tides. The island remained protected throughout history. Today, Mont Saint-Michel is one of France's most popular tourist destinations. If you're ever in northern France or Paris, you really need to visit this magical island. After, we're going to head to the neighboring region of Brittany.
Soft here. I have an ass kipper.
Those smell delicious. Bluehost makes it easy.
Now located on the northwestern tip of France,
Brittany
is full of rugged beaches and countless lighthouses. One thing that is particularly fascinating about Brittany is its presence of megalithic monuments. There are thousands of stones scattered around the region, ranging from ancient tombs to single standing stones that were arranged by Neolithic people over 7,000 years ago. I mean, just pretty interesting if you ask me. Now, aside from the ancient megaliths, Brittany is home to some stunning coastal towns. One of my favorites is Le Conquet. It's an ideal maritime city with a picturesque harbor. One of the highlights of the area is the Kermovan Lighthouse. I mean, just such a beautiful setting. Aside from Le Conquet, Brittany is full of hundreds of seaside towns and beaches just waiting to be discovered. After, let's head over to the medieval fortress of Carcassonne. Now, when I imagine medieval Europe, I don't think there's a better place that exemplifies it better than this fortified city. Located in southern France, Carcassonne began as a Roman fortified hilltop and was given to the Visigoths in the 5th century, who continued to fortify and build the city. Throughout the centuries, Carcassonne proved to be an impregnable fortress as army after army failed to overtake the protected city. Today, the city consists of 53 towers that are protected by its 2 outer walls. It remains as one of Europe's greatest medieval
that's definitely like something I've seen in a
towers
movie.
that are protected by its 2 outer walls. It remains as one of Europe's greatest medieval gems. While we're still on the topic of medieval cities, we're going to head over to Uzes. Now located about 2.5 hours from Carcassonne, Uzes is a small town with quite the medieval charm. What I love about Uzes is the Duke's Castle. It has such a unique look to it. The main tower with its 4 mini spire gives off medieval vibes. Now while you're in Uzes, you can make the short 15-minute drive to the ancient Roman aqueduct Pont du Gard. It's over 2,000 years old and carried water over 50 kilometers to a Roman colony. It's the highest of all Roman aqueducts and it's one of the most well preserved. Another nearby place to visit is Avignon. It's a stunning French medieval city full of intriguing architecture and history. After, we're going to head down to southern France to the French Riviera.
That's paradise right there. Look at that.
Architecture and history. After,
That
we're
is
going to
some
head down to
paradise.
southern France to the French Riviera. Now, located on the southeast corner of France, I have to say that the French Riviera is home to some of the world's best coastline. It's the perfect contrast between mountains and the Mediterranean Ocean. One stunning city on the French Riviera is Monton. It's a stunning coastal city sandwiched between Monaco and the Italian border. I just love its ports with the backdrop of the Green Mountains. And compared to other popular cities on the Riviera, such as Nice or Cannes, this one's not as crowded, so it's a perfect place to visit to escape the crowds. Now, if you're looking for some medieval vibes, you can visit the nearby hilltop village of Ez. The village dates back to the 1300s, and when you explore the city, you'll feel like you're going back in time. You can hike to the summit on the town with a fortress on top, and you'll get some of the best views of the French Riviera. Well, that is it for my France top 10. I mean, there's just so many beautiful places that I couldn't cover in this video, so I'll have to do a part 2. Let me know where your favorite place is in France in the comments below. I also started a relaxation channel where I post hour-long films with calm music to bring some peace and nature in your life. I did one on France. I think you'll enjoy. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram at shirley.films. It's Ryan, and we...
Nice video, Ryan, Shirley. These are great videos. Hey, definitely gonna visit the French Riviera and Paris. Those my two goals. Those my two. But man, France is real nice, beautiful place. Hey, definitely, I feel like that's a place I can definitely. My wife might like traveling there. She might like that. So definitely gotta put that on the list to visit. But guys, I appreciate you guys. That's all I have for this video. Hey, y'all let me know, cause I know. On one of my other videos that I did like this, y'all were like, oh, he missing this, Let me know what cities or what places in France that wasn't on here that should have been on here, that you're like, hey, I live here, I'm from here, stuff like that. Y'all let me know in the comments. That's all I have. Hit that subscribe button, send down those recommendations, and y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.